John Hunt, thank you for being with us. In your study, you find that a novel cell therapy, a TIL therapy, improves progression-free survival in advanced melanoma. Can you elaborate a little bit more about your findings?
Yes, so in this study, we randomized 168 patients between standard of care ipilimumab to TIL in mostly anti-PD-1 refractory patients. And what we saw in this in the study was that with a median follow-up time of about 33 months, that TIL-treated patients showed a 50% reduction in the risk of death or progression compared to ipilimumab, with a hazard ratio of 0.5 and a p-value smaller than 0.001.
That's tremendous. That's quite an astonishing result. What were your thoughts when you saw the results?
Well, we were not so much surprised by the fact that TIL was better, but we were surprised by the effect size. So both in overall response rate, which was also better for TIL compared to ipilimumab, as also in the PFS improvement. Yes.
So this is an academic study run by you in the Netherlands and also by colleagues in Denmark, Copenhagen.
That's correct. Yeah.
So how will you proceed to make this a drug or a treatment that will be available for patients all over the world or Europe?
Yeah, that's a good question. Of course, we will start first with the Netherlands and Denmark to get it approved, right? To get it as a standard of care, and then hopefully we will be able to get this through EMA and try to get EMA registration. And from that moment, if that would be the case, then of course it's much easier to also roll this out in other countries. Yeah.
You said in your presentation that when you started this protocol and the study, the pharmaceutical industry wasn't really interested, but that has actually changed.
Yes, it has changed. So when we started the study, there was absolutely no interest of pharma. But over the years, there are now several companies that have started to treat patients with TIL. And interestingly enough, they also see similar results. Of course, these were not randomized studies, they were phase 2 studies, single-arm studies, but also in the heavily pretreated patients, showing a good objective response rate also in that patient population. So I think there is much more interest from pharma compared to before. And in the end, you know, what pharma probably would like to do is improve on the protocol that we use. Of course, we give a large bag of lymphocytes that we retrieved from the tumor, but not all of these lymphocytes will be tumor reactive. Now, there are all kinds of ideas of making this even more specific by enriching for the cells that are really killing the cancer cells, making it perhaps even a more rapid treatment and maybe or more effective treatment. So there's a lot of interest now in cell therapy, and TIL is becoming one of the most effective ones.
Yeah. Cell therapy, as CAR-T, for instance, is extremely expensive, and at least in Norway and a lot of other European countries, it's the government hasn't introduced it in the normal treatment. It's only in clinical studies. How will you price this TIL product?
No, we are a not-for-profit organization. So the price of the TIL production and hospitalization will be very different from what pharma, of course, will charge for their drugs. So the price will be much lower compared to what, let's say, what a CAR-T cell product will cost. Yeah.
But more or less the same production process and the production cost?
I think the production cost will probably be similar to what pharmaceutical companies will use. This is a highly personalized product, right? So instead of, when you look at CAR-T cell, that is something that, you know, you have a virus that contains the gene encoding the CD19 chimeric antigen receptor. Yeah. But in this case, you have to make a product for every individual patient, right? That is a little bit elaborate, so it's expensive, but it's certainly not going to cost, let's say, hundreds of thousands of euros. No.
John Hunt, wish you best of luck with your product in the future.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.